Hi, that was the Monk theme by Jeff Beal, and that is the tune that originally was the theme song for the TV show Monk. In this video, we're going to talk about comping. I do have a melody video on this too, but in this video, we're going to talk about comping and playing certain shapes. And you can apply this to different tunes, these concepts to different tunes and things. You play in the gypsy jazz style, or the Count Basie, Freddie Green style. This would apply really well to those styles. And some of these voicings can apply to a lot of other styles as well. Well, please like and subscribe if you're getting value from this. Really appreciate it. And let's move on with the lesson. Okay, a little bit of concept first. We're basically going to limit our notes to strings 6, 4, and 3. Okay? And I'm really not playing, or I wouldn't recommend playing that heavily on string 6 if you have, especially if you have a bass player or playing in a larger group. So mainly focused on the notes on the middle 2 strings. And you can even narrow this down further by just playing a note on one of the strings, like string 4. So it depends on what you're doing and sort of the intensity of, or maybe volume level of whatever you're playing. So you have to kind of use your judgment a little bit there. So this string 6 really helps out for muting string 5, and then pretty much gonna play kind of press and release to mimic the sound of a guitar that maybe has really high tension strings and high action as well. Okay, so let's talk about the first chord. So a lot of these are gonna be kind of rootless based on these concepts here that we just talked about. So the first chord, E flat 6 or 6/9, I'm really just playing like this. So we've got string 6, fret 6, and we have strings 4 and 3 on fret 5. Okay, so then I'm just kind of plucking away at that, and I do have a finger here on string 2, but really just kind of muting that, and that may float around too, but basically trying to mute strings 2. Okay, and 1. All right, and then we move to the A flat minor 6. So then we're thinking more about this sound. So this one lacks a fifth, so you could even apply this to diminished type chords. And then we're just kind of moving back to the E flat chord. And we're just having that press release, but I'm keeping my fingers on the string. So pressing them into the fingerboard and then releasing them to get sort of a more staccato or shorter sound. And then we're just kind of moving back to there, to the A flat minor 6. And then we're moving into B flat minor 7, and just kind of a similar thing. And then the E flat 9. So remember, I may be thinking in terms, and you might be thinking in terms of a 9, but really we're not playing a 9 in this particular chord. It's pretty much just bare bones sort of voicing E flat 7. And then I'm going to A flat 6. And kind of doing that same thing. So kind of an effort to get the right hand really nice and free and strum across the strings, all strings. You don't necessarily have to dig into strings 1 or 2 so much, but it's kind of getting a percussive sound to it. All right, and then we're going to move into the G minor 7 flat 5. So in that example at the beginning, I'm playing like this. Okay, this voicing here. So I've got string 6 fret 9, string 4 fret 8, and string 3 fret 10. So then I'm going to play this and move to the C7 like that, and then going into F minor. Okay, and then we have the same 2-5 motion. So we play this again to the C7. This time we're going to go to the F7, and then in this particular tune we have some hits, so we can play and then go to the B flat, which you could also follow different fingerings if you like to, if you prefer, and then B flat 7, and then in this particular tune I'm doing it up, down, down, and then starting the second half of the form. So that brings us back to E flat 6. Okay, so going at that, and then A flat minor 6. Back to the E flat 6. And sometimes I might catch a little bit of that note that you might hear there on string 2, and then A flat minor 6 again. So this I'm just doing a back and forth, and once you get accustomed to this, you can do different inversions, try to move things around. Okay, so we have a little bounce back and forth on that. So E flat 6, A flat minor 6, and then again we're going to go to the B flat minor 7 to the E flat 7, and now we have this progression up here. So since it goes down kind of through the circle of fifths, I'm going to start way up high, so that gives me room to move down. So I'm playing A minor 7 here in 10th position. So I have a finger on string 6 fret 12, finger on string 4 fret 10, and finger on string 3 fret 12. Okay, so I play that, and then I'm going into the D7. And so if you're playing full voicings, you might play with the flat 9, but this one just kind of bare bones voicing, and then kind of the same thing in 8th position, G minor 7 to C7, and then we're gonna have some rhythmic hits with this too. So F9, okay, and then you play that again, and you're gonna go to B flat, and then you're doing this chromatic motion upward. Okay, there we have the voicings of it and the concept to it. So these voicings can be really great for playing a lot of different styles, and as far as the sound of it, this will work really well as far as the kind of percussive thing, and the short notes will sound really great on gypsy jazz type tunes or the Freddie Green style. But you can apply these chords to other things. They can work really great for bossa nova type tunes too. So or other things. It's just a matter of how you're using them and playing them. All right, well, thanks so much for checking this out. Please remember to like and subscribe. Check out our member area too. We have a lot of extra content there, and leave a comment. Let me know how you're doing with this. Have a great practice session. See you in the next one.